Queen Camilla's birthday may come with a crown this year. The Queen will turn 77 on July 17th, and her birthday is set to coincide with a significant event on the royal calendar. On May 30th, the British Parliament was dissolved ahead of the upcoming general election on July 4th, and the new group will reconvene on July 9th when members begin to take the oath. The state opening of Parliament is the ceremonial kickoff for the start of the parliamentary year, and the reigning monarch plays a key role in the festivities, a tradition tracing back to the 14th century. This event is steeped in history and pageantry, symbolizing the formal start of the parliamentary session. King Charles continued this tradition at the first opening ceremony of his royal reign in November 2023. During that ceremony, he and Queen Camilla processed from Buckingham Palace to the Palace of Westminster in London in a horse-drawn carriage, entering in a stunning procession that highlighted the grandeur and continuity of the British monarchy. The upcoming state opening of Parliament will be particularly notable, as it not only marks the beginning of a new parliamentary session, but also coincides with Queen Camilla's birthday. This dual celebration will likely add a festive air to the already grand occasion. Queen Camilla's involvement in such a significant event on her birthday underscores her prominent role within the royal family and the nation's ceremonial traditions. As the royal couple makes their way from Buckingham Palace to the Palace of Westminster, the public and parliamentarians alike will witness a display of royal splendor. The state opening of Parliament is not just a formal event, but a reaffirmation of the royal family's connection to the country's governance and heritage. For Queen Camilla, celebrating her 77th birthday in the midst of such an important national event will be a unique and memorable experience, blending personal milestones with her public duties. This year's state opening will also be closely watched as it follows the dissolution of Parliament and the general election, marking the beginning of a new parliamentary term under the current political climate. The state opening of Parliament on July 17th will not only highlight the enduring traditions of the British monarchy, but also celebrate Queen Camilla's contributions to the royal family and her role in the nation's ceremonial life. The king donned royal regalia, including the imperial state crown and the imperial robe of state, and later read the king's speech during the ceremony. This speech, written by the government, outlines its policies and proposed legislation for the new parliamentary session, which officially begins once the monarch departs. King Charles's first state opening of Parliament marked his second time wearing the imperial state crown, coming just 6 months after his historic coronation in May 2023. Meanwhile, his wife had a standout moment with a headpiece debut. Queen Camilla wore the diamond diadem for the first time at the latest state opening of Parliament. This regal piece, adorned with 1,333 diamonds, has a rich history. Also known as the George IV State Diadem, it was made for the coronation of King George IV in 1820. This regal piece, adorned with 1,333 diamonds, has a rich history. Also known as the George IV State Diadem, it was made for the coronation of King George IV in 1820. The diadem, along with a large purple velvet cap, was worn by King George IV on his way to Westminster Abbey for his crowning ceremony. It was a memorable moment for Queen Camilla to wear the diamond diadem, as it has been worn by every British queen, whether reigning or consort, since the reign of King George IV. The diadem is closely associated with Queen Elizabeth, who wore it on her way to her coronation in 1953 and en route to most state openings of Parliament. Additionally, it features prominently in photos used across British and Commonwealth coinage, banknotes, and postage stamps. The diadem is distinct for its design, featuring 4 crosses alternating with 4 sprays representing the national emblems of England, roses, Ireland, shamrocks, and Scotland, thistles. This unique design not only showcases the craftsmanship, but also symbolizes the unity of the United Kingdom through its national symbols. On July 17th, Queen Camilla might have a royal repeat by wearing the diamond diadem, or she could opt for another headpiece from the royal vault if she and King Charles attend the state opening of Parliament expected to be held that day. The king resumed public-facing duties in late April after the palace announced his cancer diagnosis and the commencement of his treatment in February. Queen Camilla has since mentioned that her husband was thrilled to return to work. However, Buckingham Palace has indicated that the king's potential engagements for the summer will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis in the months ahead. On May 30th, it was announced that the king would attend Trooping the Colour on June 17th, participating in a modified way. Instead of riding on horseback as he did for the military parade marking his birthday last year, he will travel by horse-drawn carriage with Queen Camilla. Before the state opening of Parliament, the Queen might have another tiara moment. In the same announcement about King Charles' return to forward-facing duties amid his cancer treatment, the palace also revealed that the King and Queen would host the Emperor and Empress of Japan for a state visit in late June. These diplomatic visits usually include a state dinner, where royal women often don tiaras for the glamorous banquets. Queen Camilla's potential appearances in royal headpieces during these high-profile events underscore her prominent role in the monarchy and the continued importance of royal traditions, even as the king and queen navigate health challenges and a busy schedule of public duties. However, it's understood that Buckingham Palace is awaiting guidance from the Foreign Office about whether the visit will proceed, considering the general election on July 4th. The British royals typically withdraw from the public space around elections to keep public attention focused on the pivotal issues at hand. This approach ensures that the monarchy remains politically neutral and does not overshadow the democratic process. The decision on whether to host the Emperor and Empress of Japan will be made with careful consideration of these principles, balancing the importance of diplomatic relations with the need to respect the electoral process. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. Your support means the world to us.